Hey there, aviation buff, or just someone who loves cool planes? Let's talk about one of the most iconic and futuristic aircraft ever built, the B-2 Spirit bomber. This isn't your average bomber. It's a flying wing, a stealth machine, and a technological marvel that looks like it flew straight out of a sci-fi movie. Nicknamed the Stealth Bomber, the B-2 has been prowling the skies for decades, striking fear into adversaries while remaining nearly invisible to radar. Want to know what makes this $2 billion plane so special? Grab your coffee and let's dive into the story of the ghost in the sky. The B-2 Spirit is a long-range, multi-role stealth bomber developed by Northrop Grumman for the United States Air Force. It first took to the skies in 1989 during the Cold War era, designed to penetrate the most heavily defended airspace in the world, specifically Soviet territory, and deliver nuclear or conventional payloads with pinpoint accuracy. But here's the kicker. It does all of this while being virtually undetectable to enemy radar. Yes, you read that right. The B-2 can fly thousands of miles, drop bombs on high-value targets, and slip away without anyone knowing it was even there. If Batman had an airplane, this would be it. At first glance, the B-2 doesn't look like any other plane you've seen. Instead of a traditional fuselage with wings, it's a sleek, black flying wing design. Essentially one giant wing with no tail. Here's why this matters. The B-2's shape is meticulously engineered to minimize its radar signature. Every angle, curve, and material choice reduces reflections back to enemy radar systems. Its surface is coated with radar-absorbent materials, RAM, which soak up radar waves instead of bouncing them back. Even the engines are buried inside the body to reduce heat signatures detectable by infrared sensors. Without vertical stabilizers or tails, the B-2 relies on advanced flight control systems to stay stable. Computers constantly adjust its flaps and ailerons mid-flight to keep it airborne, a process too complex for human pilots alone. Think of it as having a co-pilot made entirely of algorithms. Despite its slim profile, the B-2 can carry up to 40,000 pounds of ordnance, everything from precision-guided smart bombs to nuclear warheads. And thanks to its stealth capabilities, it can deliver these payloads deep within enemy territory without needing fighter escorts. Being stealthy isn't just about looking cool, it's about staying alive. Here's how the B-2 pulls off its disappearing act. The B-2's radar cross-section, RCS, the measure of how visible it is to radar, is roughly the size of a small bird. Compare that to a regular bomber, whose RCS might be the size of a large truck. This makes the B-2 nearly impossible to track. Heat-seeking missiles love targeting jet exhaust, but the B-2 combats this by mixing hot engine exhaust with cooler air before releasing it. This lowers the bomber's thermal signature, making it harder for enemies to lock onto. Even visually, the B-2 blends into the night sky. Its matte black finish absorbs light, and its quiet engines mean it often goes unnoticed until it's too late. The B-2 may look futuristic, but it's proven itself in real-world combat multiple times. During Operation Allied Force, B-2s flew non-stop missions from Missouri to Yugoslavia, dropping precision-guided munitions on key Serbian targets. These flights lasted over 30 hours each, some of the longest bombing runs in history. In the opening stages of the War on Terror, B-2s were among the first aircraft to strike Taliban and al-Qaeda positions in Afghanistan. Their ability to hit hardened bunkers and command centers with minimal collateral damage made them invaluable. Operation Iraqi Freedom saw B-2s taking out Saddam Hussein's leadership infrastructure, including palaces and communication hubs. Once again, their stealth allowed them to operate unchallenged in hostile skies. During NATO's intervention in Libya, B-2s destroyed Muammar Gaddafi's air defenses in a single night, paving the way for coalition forces to enforce a no-fly zone. Each mission demonstrated the B-2's unmatched ability to project power globally while avoiding detection, a true testament to its design. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or should we say the $2 billion flying elephant? Yes, the B-2 is ridiculously expensive. To put it in perspective, each B-2 costs more than twice as much as a 747 jumbo jet. Maintenance is equally pricey, with specialized climate-controlled hangars required to preserve its delicate coatings. But here's the thing. When you consider what the B-2 brings to the table, unmatched stealth, global reach, and devastating firepower, it starts to make sense. For the U.S. military, the B-2 isn't just a bomber, it's a deterrent. Knowing that these ghosts in the sky can strike anywhere, anytime, gives America a massive strategic advantage. While the B-2 remains operational today, it won't fly forever. The Air Force plans to retire the fleet in the coming decades, replacing it with the next generation B-21 Raider, currently under development. The B-21 promises similar stealth capabilities at a lower cost, ensuring the legacy of the B-2 lives on. That said, don't count the B-2 out just yet. With ongoing upgrades to its avionics, weapon systems, and stealth coatings, the Spirit will remain a formidable force for years to come. The B-2 Spirit bomber isn't just an aircraft, it's a symbol of innovation, engineering excellence, and American ingenuity. From its cutting-edge stealth technology to its awe-inspiring performance, the B-2 represents the pinnacle of modern military aviation. It's not just a tool of war, it's a statement, a reminder that sometimes the best weapon is the one your enemy never sees coming. So next time you see a picture of this bat-shaped wonder gliding silently through the night, take a moment to appreciate the artistry and science behind it. After all, how many planes can claim to be both deadly and beautiful? What do you think? Would you want to ride shotgun in the cockpit of a B-2? Or does the idea of flying a $2 billion stealth bomber sound too nerve-wracking? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts.